He's not Jeff King, but I am Andy Erickson, and this is not another shooting show. A guest host because we're recording while Jeff is still in Germany. He's back by the time this drops, but the silencer guy himself, Tyler Meester, is back on the show. Thanks for doing this on short notice with a brand new baby in the house.
You know what? I'm a booty call you can count on.
You are
Andy.
my booty call. With my old podcast, you were my booty call. Like, I need a guest. Tyler, the difference is with this show, you just pick up a microphone from me on the way to work, and then you do it from home after you feed a baby and put it to bed or whatever you did before we got on here.
Yeah, I did. Babe, change a diaper, feed the baby, all that song and jazz that everyone loves to do when they're sleep deprived.
Yeah. So, we first, though, have to go to Marble Falls, Texas.
Ooh.
Where, have you heard about this?
No,
Where
but we haven't had a Texas story in a while.
The Marble Falls Police Department has recalled several Sig Sauer P320 sidearms after one of the weapons discharged while still in its holster, sending a bullet into the leg of a school resource officer at a school on September 20th.
Not a good look.
According to an MFPD media release issued this past Tuesday, Marble Falls High School resource officer Hunter Galley was standing beside his patrol vehicle in the school parking lot, preparing to work security for the Mustangs' homecoming football game when his duty pistol, a Sig Sauer P320, inadvertently discharged while still in its holster. The officer was not manipulating the weapon in any way when it discharged inside the holster, the media release said. A bullet from the gun lodged in his thigh. He quickly received medical attention from Marble Falls Area Volunteer Fire Department Captain Thomas Jacobs, who was nearby because there was a football game there, so they had an ambulance there. He was airlifted to a hospital in Austin where he was treated for the injury. He has been released and is recovering. I guess there was also a kid from the other high school who was on the JROTC who came over and gave first aid right away. Like, part of the story is pretty cool. Like, there were students that helped him out. The uncool part is another P320 went off in a holster and shot a cop while he was just standing there.
At what point does everyone just be like, guys, it's happening. It's like happening. Like, people have to start looking at each other at SIG and be like, we might have a problem here.
Yeah. This is from dailytrib.com. It's like a local newspaper, I think, down in Texas there. So they're still continuing to investigate what happened. Officers were given different model pistols to replace their Sig Sauer P320 duty pistols. The gun is connected to similar instances nationwide of catastrophic failure or accidental firings while still holstered. Media outlets have published numerous instances of P320 malfunctions. A 2020 investigation by WCVB5 in Boston found 36 reports in the U.S. This is 3 years ago. 36 reports in the U.S. of a P320 firing without a trigger pull between 2016 and 21. One of them happened at the police academy here in South Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
That I heard about secondhand from someone who was in the building when it happened. A 2023 investigation by The Trace reported more than 100 people across the country claimed their P320 pistol had fired without a trigger pull between 2016 and, it says 2013. I think they meant to say 2023. I think it's a typo because it says between 16 and 13, but 80 people were wounded. And there's also the whole, have you listened to the show in a while, Tyler? I know you just had a baby and you're busy.
No, I've been like out of pocket for probably like the last
month
or so.
You missed the NAS dad jokes.
Okay.
In the last, I think, regular episode that we put out. Oh wait, no, it was in the last one. I can't even remember what it was. I'm gonna have to open it up and actually reread them
because you guys have your own dad jokes now.
Well, you ever see Yamad TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hilarious. I was like, oh, I could do gun jokes like that. That'd be fun. Like people who actually listen to the show every week, even when they're not on it, have heard this already. But what do you call Chinese food that randomly explodes?
I don't know.
Sig Sauer chicken. You're going to love this one. What do vibrators and P320s have in common?
Oh boy, I don't know.
They both go off when they are out of battery.
That's funny. That's funny. My perverted mind does like that.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
let's back up here. So you're telling me how many people have gotten a freaking gold dot right through their thigh from these NDs? Not necessarily NDs, but like, can you imagine like a freaking ashtray just going into your thigh? And you're just like standing there, boom.
Yeah.
Freaking, ouch. Hamburger.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine that. Especially when I'm just sitting there, not touching it, and it's not. I'm not like sweatpants carrying it like a dude from the Giants back in the day when he's carrying a Glock in his sweatpants.
A 17L or 36L.
That wide receiver or whatever. Plexico Burris, that was his name.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Remember him?
That name in a
remember
while,
him?
Yeah.
By the way, Vikings are 3-0. Woo!
I know. I felt bad watching the Texans and Vikings because I'm like, the Texans, like, it's just, I couldn't believe it. It was pretty unbelievable. But go Vikes.
Yeah. So, okay. So there you go. I have something to confess right now.
Yeah.
I got a DQ Cookie Dough Blizzard after I shot the Cornhusker Classic Steel Challenge match last weekend.
Okay, so there was a lot of foreplay on that picture, Andy, and I even commented on your Instagram, and I'm like, give me the dirty deeds. And then I even went to practice score, and I dug in, and I'm like, that motherfucker is lying, isn't he? And I didn't want to text you because I didn't want to make anybody angry. I didn't know, and maybe I thought maybe your son DQ'd, but then you posted that, and I kind of thought that maybe you we're trying to bait some people. I'm not going to name people across the internet, but maybe you're trying to bait some people into really going down a rabbit hole on your ass. But you're a bitch.
Yeah, I am. That was a joke, basically like 6 days in the making. I just posted it and said, cookie dough is the best. All we did was stop at a DQ in Omaha after the match because my son wanted to go to DQ after the match to get a cheeseburger and a Blizzard and a chocolate ice cream cone.
Does he understand the tie in between DQ
no,
and DQ?
That never crossed his mind. I didn't even explain it. I just took a picture of my mini Blizzard because a mini Blizzard now is like $4, so I'm only getting mini. Oh my god! Like used to get a small for like $3.
Yes,
it's dumb. But no,
so good.
I shot the Cornhusker Classic Steel Challenge match, which was my first ever major Steel Challenge match. Which it's still technically a level 1 because there's not really a good reason for a Steel Challenge match to be a level 2 because it's the same match. There's literally nothing different other than they say it's a level 2 or tier 2 or whatever. Now, I'm not big into Steel Challenge, so I'm trying to say this without shitting on it, but Todd Weitzel down in Omaha, really big into Steel Challenge. Like, he's a GM in a couple divisions. His wife is MW Activewear Michelle. She's a GM in a couple divisions. She did tell me the other day she's a paper GM in one of them. I don't know exactly what that means, but still, I mean, she got there. But it doesn't really make sense to do a level 2 Steel Challenge match because all they do is send more money to USPSA for nothing. Because it's not like there's unique stages to have approved. There's no sanctioning. It's just like, well, this is a level 2, so we're going to charge more, and USPSA is going to get more. And it makes zero sense. With a level 2 USPSA match, it kind of, really the only difference is you have to submit stages in a Form C, but that's pretty much it, and then you get to pay extra per shooter.
The Steel Challenge stuff, though, those are like the same stages, right? They're pretty much
the same 8 stages. And one of them I had never shot before.
Oh.
And it was a fun one. There's one where the stop plate is like the big 18 by 24 inch plate. And that's the stop plate, but it's way the hell in the back, like 30 yards away.
Ooh, that can get tricky. That can mess with you, even though it's huge.
It was. I never missed the stop plate, but it was fun. Oh, fuck. Okay. I made a joke a couple weeks ago how I'm never going to make master. The joke, actually, it was one of the dad jokes. It was, what do Andy and a piece of shit have in common? Neither one of them are ever going to make master. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I have made master in Steel Challenge.
Oh.
In Rimfire Pistol Open. I am now a master at 85.5664%. I made master in Rimfire, yes!
Yay. What were you shooting then? What gun were you shooting?
I was shooting a Ruger Mark IV Light.
Yep. Okay.
Which is honestly not a great... It's a great 22 pistol. It's not a great Steel Challenge pistol because it's so fucking light. Mm-hmm. It actually recoils, like not a lot. It's still a 22, but like compared to the 2011 22s with frame mounted optics,
I can about
dudes
imagine.
were shooting. A guy on my squad was shooting one of those. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't move at all. I mean,
can't.
No, like the optic literally stays still. And the thing is, though, he's a GM in another division, I think in a long gun division, and he's good, but like he was just spraying bullets all over the place. Like he was fast, but he was just he's used to rifles and not aiming with pistols, so he's a GM guy who was technically A class, and he just barely beat me by like 1%. But it was fun. The thing I learned though from that match is that, and this whole year, which is coming to a close, and I'm not shooting. Iowa section is coming up this weekend, and guess what, dude? I'm not shooting it either.
You're not?
I'm signed up for it. I withdrew yesterday or today.
Oh, dang.
Because I'm going to the Kansas NASCAR race with hot passes that my wife got from work.
Oh, yeah. Totally worth it, dude.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Otherwise, Iowa's like the match you and I go to every year
I
together.
love the Iowa match. It's so good.
Yeah. But you're not going because your wife just had a baby, and I'm not going because I'm going somewhere else with my wife. So...
Oh, but have you ever done the hot pass thing?
No, never.
Oh, it's like, do you have hot passes for the big race and the whatever it is now, the nationwide?
The Sunday main NASCAR race is what we have for.
Hot passes for that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. One time I had hot passes there, and I took a leak next to Kevin Harvick.
That's cool.
It was cool. You're gonna love it.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was really weird. I kept looking at it. I kept looking at him, like I wonder if he notices me. I'm like, this is really weird because we're just both taking a leak, and I'm just
You're like at the
staring
urinal right next to him?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Were you tempted to look at his penis?
No. If you know anything about NASCAR drivers, they're very, very tiny people, and you just don't go down that rabbit hole. You're like, yeah, I'm a guy from Northwest Iowa.
I'm 6'3".
I'm 6'3".
I have serial killer hands.
I have serial killer hands.
I have a dong that touches my kneecap. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So anyway, back to the thing I learned about shooting this year. If you want to hear about that, you're going to have to become a Patreon subscriber. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. Just $3.57 a month gets you an extra episode every single week. We also will be talking about a gun that Tyler bought that has an incredible backstory. It's one of the wildest stories ever told on the show. You got to hear it. Subscribe now. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow.